Hey, how's it going? This is my vlog for the 29th Monday, 29th of February of April, Monday, to 11:56 a.m. Been up for a couple hours trying to work on this. My computer is just thinking. This computer is pretty much useless. Can't do shit. It it uh. It keeps getting its ass kicked by Cicero speeches. I tried to do a batch edit where I switched the CSS, the font, for the numbers on the menu, and it just killed the program, and I think it made the computer have to restart. So now what I'm gonna do is cut out the menu and put it in its own page, and then try to do the batch edit. So I think maybe there's something wrong with this computer. It's crashing all the time. And that's my newer computer. So then on my old computer, I'm working on Sophocles Plays, which is the most difficult page for the computer to do because of all the tables. And yeah, a super tragic fucking thing happened yesterday, which caused me to dig my heels in. So that's why I'm kind of exasperated now, and in fact, I don't even think I want to do videos for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to take like a week or two off from doing vlogs because I'm just going to be too exasperated, and I'm not going to even want to talk to my mom or do anything. Just stay here. I have to clean. There's a pile of ferret shit everywhere. I'll show you. But maybe I'll do that today or tomorrow. I have to do it before I get sick because it gets me sick eventually. But luckily it's summer where I can keep the windows open. But yeah, what happened was for an entire day, or I think like a day and a half, with both computers from both ends on all my books, and I did a demo yesterday. I was adding the new font CSS for the new tables and the fonts for the numbers, and takes forever because these books are big to go in, to the code and bring it back. And I did it with Adam Smith, Wealth of Nations, because the first book, and then I copied it onto my notes, and I remember copying it onto the notes. I remember being, oh, I'm so smart, making sure, get it off Adam Smith, there you go, on the notes. And so then I would, copy it, and then whenever I would lose the link, I'd copy it off the notes and back end, blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday I got to a page and I decided I would, because it was a big page, I was on two big pages that were destroying my computers. And I thought to myself, well, if one computer has Sophocles Plays, which it took like 3 hours just to open the page. That's why I went to the gym yesterday with my mom, because both the computers were stuck with those pages. And the other computer had Cicero speeches, and which, I mean, I think it's not even that many pages. It's just Sophocles Plays is less than 400 pages, but it's just all the tables. And so I was like, fuck it, let's just go ahead and just finish these pages now, so I don't have to reopen them. And so I went in to do the number, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is the number, size medium. And I looked at all the numbers. It was size medium. All the numbers were pre-edited. I was pasting the old code onto itself. So then I went and I looked at the notes. Yeah, sure enough, the notes were the old code. So as I was thinking to myself how smart and sharp I was for copying it from Adam Smith onto the notes, I never did that. I copied it off some random book. I don't know which random book that I never edited, and I put that on the notes without realizing it, thinking that I did it. But the weird thing is, I remember in my head getting it off Adam Smith, because I double and I triple and I quadruple check everything. And so it's one of those like freak accidents, 0% chance of ever happening, yet it happens anyway and wastes an entire day. And this kind of stuff happens all the time with me. So then I'm like, oh, so it's the demons. I think that it's the demons after me. So then because this happens so much that it's this process. This is always the same process. So then I go, oh, okay. So now I dig my heels in. So it's like a visual thing. So it's like if I was in a spirit world, it's like I'm standing here fighting against the wind. And so I have these giant spikes that go in from my heels, down into the ground. So now I've got these spikes under the ground. but they're suicide spikes, meaning I'll go broke, I'll die of a sickness, I'll let the shit pile up. You know, I have to shed every other distraction now because to fight the demons who got me to somehow paste the wrong fucking thing onto the books. So, so, um, that means not talk to the mother for 2 weeks. That means no vlogs for 2 weeks. Just hang out here, and double, triple, quadruple check. And now whenever I paste it in, I have to look down and make sure that it's the right number, not the old number. I have to make sure in the notes that it's the right one with the numbers, with the fonts. I was talking about the fonts. Remember 36, 33, 32, all those down to 10? Yeah. That never got pasted anywhere. So now I have to go and look and see, well, when did that happen? Because now does Murphy's Law kick in? Or did it happen at the very beginning? Or did I manage to do a few books the right way before it screwed up and start somehow pasting the old one into it? So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to wait till this thing loads, if it can load. I mean, it'll take 3 or 4 or 5 hours to start the program. Because what happened with this, the reason it crashed today was because I did a batch edit. But the reason it crashed yesterday, because I just can't get it to get past Cicero's speeches. The reason it crashed yesterday was because I did a batch edit, but it was the wrong batch edit because I was trying to change from, I accidentally put it on font 10 when I wanted font 9. So I tried to replace font 9 to font 10. Here, it finally brought it back. Because I did it in a different order, it wasn't the same code, and I didn't look down and notice it. And so all I did was Command Z. That's all you do, and then it goes back. But the problem is, it was a big batch edit. So doing that Command Z to go back crashed the program. And so now I'm bringing it back, and the problem is, when I bring it back, it's just bringing back right now. When I brought it back last time, it saved it. Like, it screwed up the batch edit, and when I brought it back, like, all the tables were messed up. It was just one table, and the whole page was messed up. Because it saved it when it crashed. It's like a glitch that Dreamweaver has. So, luckily I downloaded it off the internet, and it wasn't lost. And so now if I want to see, I can see if is this the one that's warped, or is this the one that looks okay? Now it's fine because I can just download it off the internet, so it's not a big deal. See, look, now it's just going to spin around for like an hour. So I'll just continue with my video. Oh, and the funny thing was, yesterday in my video, I was doing the video and I kept doing these new books, all for fucking waste of time. A day and a half waste of time. Because I was pasting the old fucking code in. As I was doing that in my vlog, that was the only stretch of short books. As soon as I stopped the vlog, that's when I came across the Sophocles and the things. I could have done the video then, and the computers would have been thinking the whole time, so whatever. Yeah, I decided to do Sophocles, and that was just warping my brain because I was getting... When this kind of frustrating stuff, it reduces my IQ from the stress. And so I was trying to do the Sophocles, and I realized because it wasn't looking right on the Dreamweaver, but it did look okay on the internet, but I wanted it to look okay on the website so it wouldn't cause problems. But what I was doing was because it was this huge space between the number and the time. So I just moved it up, but then what I did was I was taking away the break, which then brought it together. So anyways, I was like, fuck it. So I took the whole thing off and I put it on its own page I'm working on. And I'm doing batch edit where I have to add the numbers to the page. Because on Sophocles plays, I decided to go level 10 anal, like level 10 detailed, like almost to crazy levels, just because. I figured I'd do it with one book. And so I have like, it's only 399 pages, but it's got like thousands of like chapters or something, because each time somebody says a line in one of the plays, that constitutes as a chapter. So it's up at the top, and it's all actually like word counted. So right now I'm doing batch edit to add like seconds to the page and the words and stuff. So as soon as I'm done with, and I have to actually add in the font, because when I look and I change the font small, I can see how they're different, and I didn't actually add the font to all of them on all the books. Like, they're not all perfect. So yeah, I'm working on Sophocles plays. I'm gonna do all the stuff on that has to be done, like the numbers and the borders and everything. And then I'm going to start at the top again on this computer and start at the bottom on this computer. I start at opposite ends and I work to the middle. But I'm going to start over. I have to start over. Only this time I'm going to switch my strategy. Instead of trying to paste in the code and all at once and then do the pages, I'm just going to do the pages from beginning to end all at once, because pasting the code just wastes time because I pasted the old code. I don't know where I got it from. And also I'm doing it with heels in, because before I was just trying to surface level, like let's just fix them a little bit in a couple days. But then this thing happens and the computers crash and I'm like, fuck it, man. Fuck this bullshit. Let's just fix it. Let's just dig the heels in, because I got my bank loan a couple weeks ago and I'm just gonna see how it plays out. Pay the rest of my credit cards in a couple days, and then I'm not buying things anymore. Yeah, keep putting the ads up, see if I can get a roommate. I don't think I'm going to take the price down though, because the problem is if you take the price down too much, then you start getting interest from like cheap people, and I've had too many of those people in here, and over the last 2 years I had 2 people like that, and since my roommate moved out, and my long-term roommate, he was like that, and it's like, oof. And then I got 2 really cool people in here, but they were only in here like temporarily. So people don't like animals. I think that's why I can't get a roommate. They don't like the birds chirping, and they don't like ferret smells. But I don't have rug. I have like a floor, so it's not like you can smell the ferret. But whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm up to. So I'm not going to do a video for a couple weeks. I'm just going to put my heels in. I might even count the chapters and just work on these books. I wanted to get these books up. They're kind of the most time-consuming thing in my website, other than the timeline. They're kind of crazy time-consuming. And yeah, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. So I'm not going to upload any more videos. I'm done with the videos for like 2 weeks until I get done with these books. And I'm not going to talk to my mom because she loves screaming at me and panicking and stuff. But we did go to the gym yesterday, and that was fun. So got one. My shoulders are even a little bit sore. Alrighty, talk to you tomorrow.